Hi, this is Ed. Welcome back. This is video number 2. The purpose of this video is to show you how to log in to the website, and once you're logged in, how to use the menus and navigate from screen to screen. So the first thing you're going to do is enter your username. This is the username that you set up during the registration process, and then the associated password, and click sign in. Once you're signed in, this is really the main menu. It's one way of navigating, and I'd like to direct your attention to the 3 bullets here. So we'll go through them one at a time. So the first one is that every exhibitor must complete one exhibit form. In order to do that, you click down below here where it says menu selection on exhibitor table. You click on that and it takes you into the exhibit form. So the form is at the bottom part of the screen, and there are some instructions just above that, and I'll get into more details about filling out the forms and navigating forms in video number 3. The important thing to understand here from a navigation standpoint is just as it was when you registered, you have the same icons at the bottom here. You can get to the quick instruction manual. You can jump out to the home page for the Eastern San Diego County Junior Fair. Again, it's using tabs here, so you can navigate back and forth. If you need to open a help desk ticket, simply just click on the icon. It'll take you out, and I showed you how to create a ticket in video number 1, so if you need to reference that again, feel free to do so. I'm just going to close down a couple of these tabs. And the last one here is the user's manual, or the entry book. This is simply a PDF file, and a PDF file, you can scale it to whatever size you want, and you can navigate through the pages of the manual using these little selectors down at the bottom of the screen. Now, it may appear a little different on your screen depending on what browser you're using. In this video, I'm using Internet Explorer 11, and it has the PDF plugin. So mine looks like this. If you want to print it out, there's a print icon here. If you want to save a copy to your computer, you can click that there. But I usually recommend, leaving this open so you have your instructions, and then completing the form and referencing back and forth as you need to. Okay, the other important piece on this form is this area right in here is your main menu. So if you want to go back to the home page that you just went to, you just click on home page. Takes you back here, and now we're going to talk about bullet number 2. So now that you go in and you register yourself as an exhibitor, and then each exhibitor must register all exhibits by completing one exhibit form for each of the exhibits in each exhibit category. So the exhibit categories are market animals, showmanship, breed animals, and home arts. So for example, if you want to register market animals, you just come down here under the menu selection, select market animals. It takes you into the market animal screen. Again, all of the data entry screens are going to be very similar in operation. Doing the entry is going to be done on the market animal form at the bottom of the page, and when you save that, it will save it in a record format or a row format up here at the top of the page under market animals registered. And we'll get into more detail in the next video on how to do that. Again, on all of these screens, you have the icons at the bottom, and you can get to all of these same documents. And if you'll notice, I did click on this entry book on the previous screen, and of course the entry book is still open, so you can just leave it there while you're doing your registration process. For ease of use, you can get to any of these screens from this main menu. So for example, we just came from the home page, but if I want to go directly back to the exhibitor, I may want to update some information. I can then go back over to the market animal, or I can actually go to the showmanship animal, or I can go back to the home page. Okay, so if you have showmanship animals, you could just go into that screen. Very similar. Some of these are a lot easier than others to complete, depending on the information needed. You also have breed animals. There's very similar. You fill out all the information here. And navigation-wise, I can go directly to home arts if I want to fill in home arts. Okay, so that's really pretty much the bulk of navigation. That's how you move around within the website. All of the data is saved when you click the save button on each screen, so you know, you can fill out a little bit, come back the next night, or come back in a week and continue on. When you're completed for the night, best thing to do is to click up here in the upper right corner where it says you're signed in as your username, and you just click here to log out. Takes you back to this screen, and then you can just close your browser. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you out as far as getting around, and the next video will be very specific to entering data into the screens. So thanks a lot.